Hey everybody, this week we're going to talk Matt Nathanson. We're going to go through my entire collection of his vinyl and of all the CDs and all the promotional CDs I have as well. So, bunch to get through. So, let's do it. Hey everybody, it's the Snowman with TooLoudTooOldMusic.com. Welcome back to the collection. This week we're going to go through my entire collection for singer-songwriter Matt Nathanson. If you don't know who he is a singer-songwriter out of Boston and out of San Francisco. I guess he grew up and born in Massachusetts and now he lives out in California. Um, but he's kind of a mixture of some folk, some rock, some pop, and he kind of meshes it all together. I love his style, his singing, the way his cadence is on his singing, um, just everything about him I really, really like. Um, it's more pop music, I guess, is the majority of it, but there's a little bit in there for everybody that rockers can like and anybody in between. So we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna go through some CDs. We got vinyl. We got promo CDs for singles. We got a little bit of everything. Well, he has cassettes according to Wikipedia, which we don't always believe. But Discogs doesn't show anything cassette wise. So, but what I've done is I went through Discogs and I was like, all right, what am I missing? What do I have? And I went through and I got everything. I'm still missing two 7-inch singles that he's done with his fan club thing that he has on Patreon or something. But it's really, really expensive, and all you get is a 7-inch single. I know you get other stuff that's digital, but I'm a physical product guy. And so I think I have everything that he has put out according to Discogs. I've got at least one version of it on vinyl and CD if they have them both. But the digital stuff I don't care about. I like my physical. So we're gonna go all through all the physical products. And we're gonna start with his debut from July 1993. This is Matt Nathanson's Please. Um, this is a collection of songs that he wrote in high school and in college. They're more demo style, I guess. Um, and it's not a bad first album, uh, but it's not the greatest either. It's probably the one I go to the least out of all of his, just because it is more demos and stuff. Um, but there's hints of who he would become and the greatness he would achieve later on. But it's not all bad. Solace and Pain is really great. I love this song, Illusions, Hold Me, and Continue Dreaming. All great songs. So it's not a bad listen. It's just, it is what it is. It's a bunch of demos when he was in high school and stuff. He was still learning who Matt Nathanson was, and his songwriting hadn't quite developed to the level it is nowadays, which is fine. I mean, every artist has some growing pains kind of thing. Then we're going to jump to 1997. He's still independent. This album came out in February of 97, and it is called Ernst. And I love the album cover. Great picture you see of him and his acoustic and singing, and that's exactly what this album is. It is an acoustic album of songs of his. Some of these songs would later become part of his next album, and it's really good. It's like an early version of Church Clothes, which is a song of longtime fans really like that song. New Coats and New Hats is another song that's really good on here. All Been Said Before, First Time, and I like Will Recover as well. So a really interesting next album that's being all acoustic. Really gets the singer-songwriter stuff going there with that one. Then we're going to go on to his third album. It's Not Colored Too Perfect, and it came out in April 1998. Still an independent artist. I do like this album somewhat. Um, it's got a card from Acrobat Records in it where you can mail off for some Matt Nathanson stuff. I like the CD and the color of it. It really pops on this thing. So a really interesting album. Uh, Again, it suffers a little bit from production, like his first one did and stuff. Um, and a lot of this, I think he had a band at one time, and it goes, the band name was Here Comes Everybody. But um, so there's some songs from that are on here. I don't know if they ever released an album, and if they did, I need to find it. But he's starting to find himself a little bit on this third one. You can start hearing a little bit more of what's to come. And this has the studio versions for Church Clothes, All Been Said Before, New Coats and New Hats that were on that acoustic album before. But it also has Miracles, and I love the song Vandalized and Trace of a Cat's Eyes. Those were written actually from some of the band members in his band. Bill Foreman is who wrote some of these. So really great album. He really doesn't have a bad album. It's just you just have to get past the production and stuff because the songwriting's there. He's really great at that. Um, all right, then we're going to go to his fourth album, which came out a year later, March of 1999. It is called Still Waiting for Spring. And as you can see, this one is signed by Matt. Yeah, you can see it better before. There's Matt sitting there. Uh, Again, nice picture on the CD. I like that. Um, this one, we're starting to see again more of him coming into his own. It's really on here on this one. It's starting to come through. It does start off with a weird song called Parade, really short, 33 seconds. Once you get past that, the rest you're in for a treat. Some good stuff. Loud is a song I really, really like that's on here. It was featured on Dawson's Creek. Some of the songwriting, or some of the guests on here are David Immergluck and Charlie Gillingham from Counting Crows. They're on this one. And then other from the song Loud, I like Wings. Lucky Boy's really good. And Answering Machine is on here. And that's one of my favorite old Matt Nathanson songs. So not all the songs hit the mark, but what's good is really, really good on that one. So, all right. Let's see. Next we're starting to get to where he gets his first label deal. And before we have that, we have this one here. It is an EP. It's called When Everything Meant Everything. And that was released in November 2002. There's only 5 songs. It was an independent release before he signed with Universal. And that's coming. Little Digipack. Uh, and some of the songs that were on here are going to end up on that album. So it's a good taste of what's to come. Thanks to Discogs, I was able to find he had this kind of stuff. So sometimes you can't find the EPs and stuff. He has a lot of little EPs and promo singles, and I've been able to get them all. And then one thing I found before the album came out, I guess they sent this around as a Matt Nathanson sampler. So it's got 3 songs from the album: Sad Songs, I Saw, and Little Victories. Um, Great little set of songs. Um, it's got the same, the little yellow thing, but this album cover that they have for the sampler is what ends up on the album. And the album is called Beneath the Fireworks. It came out on October 14th, 2003. And oh, let me tell you, this is fantastic. So, what he did on a lot of these songs, he also licensed them for TV. So, you're going to hear some of them on TV shows and that type of thing. The CD that's on there is that same yellow gold cover color that was on that sampler. And there's the picture of Matt underneath the CD. And it is just, I heard what the next album, Some Mad Hope, was where really my introduction was for him. And I went back to Beneath the Fireworks. Man, from this point on, it's just nothing but great stuff from Matt Nathanson. I don't think he's had a bad album since this one. They just keep getting better. The opener, Angel, that's fantastic. Suspended, I Saw, Bear, Curve of the Earth. It just all encapsulated his spirit, and I just can't get enough of it. Sadly, though, the album didn't do that great. Universal dropped him, and he went back to being an independent artist at that time. Something else that came out around the same time as the album was a little bit, yeah, it was a year later, I guess. October 14th, 2003 is this EP called Plus. Um, it's a universal thing, so I guess they hadn't dropped him quite yet. Um, it's a CD, but it's three songs on here: "Lucky Boy," "Lost Myself in Search of You," and "Sad Songs." These are all recorded live, so it's nice to get a sampling of live songs from that era as well. So a great little EP you can find out there on occasion. It's not always easy to find. So after he got dropped, you know, I'm sure he was devastated. Felt like, had to start over. So he ended up releasing an independent album that is a live album. It's called Matt Nathanson at the Point. It's 17 tracks. Um, this little digipack here is how mine came. And it is just a fantastic live album. If you listen to this, you're going to understand who Matt Nathanson is. What's great about it is the interaction he has with the fans during the show. It is comical. He is self-deprecating humor. Uh, it's he's hilarious. I mean, it's like a comedy show and a wonderful, wonderful concert. So, if you want a good live album, Matt Nathanson at the Point is a great place to start. All right. So then we're going to jump a little to 2007. Um, this is, I don't know if this came out before or after Some Mad Hope, but it's a little EP called Slow But Speeding. It is three songs. All of them are acoustic, and the songs are from the upcoming album or could have been after. It's hard to say. I don't really have a perfect timeline on when this came out. But again, this is thanks to Discogs. Um, but it's in stores now. So this must have come out at the same time or right after Some Mad Hope. And so let's might as well get to that one. On August 14th of 2007, we get Some Mad Hope. This is where the vinyls are also going to start. And here is again from the record label, Vanguard Records, a little form that you can get stuff out of. And here's the CD for Some Mad Hope. Um, this one is also out on vinyl, which just came out. I forget how long ago, but it hasn't been too terribly long. Uh, this is Some Mad Hope on vinyl. Good picture of Matt on the back. And inside, we get lyrics and we get this gorgeous, gorgeous color vinyl. Really, really beautiful stuff. Um, so this album, it was one of the engineers on this album was actually my brother-in-law, Ryan Williams. Uh, he's worked on, I think, this album and then Matt's next one. But this is, and that's the funny thing is, I didn't know that until years later when I asked him. I was like, "You ever heard of Matt Nathanson?" And he goes, "Yeah, I worked on two albums." Um, this one went gold. It really did well. "Come On, Get Higher" was the big single off this one, and that single alone went double platinum. So this is independent Matt on Vanguard Records, I think is the label he had sending it out. He licensed a lot of these songs also for TV shows, so you probably have heard some of these songs. But "Come On Get Higher," "Car Crash," "To the Beat of Our Noisy Hearts," "Gone," and what quite possibly be the best song on the album is "Falling Apart." They all show how Matt has matured as a songwriter, as a singer. This is the Matt Nathanson that I just fell in love with musically and have been a fan ever since I heard this album. So anything if you see this one, definitely get out there, grab it. It's incredible, incredible album. Uh, and then in between that album and the next one, there's this EP called Left and Right, live at Fingerprints, live at Park Avenue. It's a collection of one, two, I think what, three, five songs, and then some interaction with the crowd. One's called Mullet, so I'm sure he talks about mullets. And one's Keep the Dinosaurs at Home, and I'm sure he has some funny stories that he goes through it there. But they're live songs. Matt Nathanson is one of the best live acts out there. Vocally, he sounds like the albums, the stories again. It's just incredible, incredible stuff. So then we're to the next album, which is Modern Love, came out on June 21st, 2011. It is probably my all-time favorite Matt Nathanson album. Now I have a sticker on here that's messed up the front, messed up the back, um, which really kind of ticks me off. Um, so there are the CDs right over there, a little red CD. And then this one is also on vinyl. We have big picture of Matt. I do like that cover. Uh, some great, great songs. This has one of my favorite songs of his called Run, which features Jennifer Nettles of Sugarland. Just a great little ballad, very sensual song. And then this one is on a red vinyl. Very, very nice. Great, great stuff by Matt. Um, like I said, probably my favorite album. The pictures he can paint with the lyrics, I mean, it just feels like you when you're listening to it, you can visualize everything. I love the song Faster, which has this awkward timing and the clapping. I can never get it right because I have no rhythm. Bottom of the Sea is the last song. So from beginning to Faster to Bottom of the Sea, it's just fantastic. Check out this title track, Modern Love, Love Comes Tumbling Down, Mercy, Room at the End of the World, and Run. Like I said, that's one of my favorites. So definitely worth checking that one out if you have never heard that one before. And Ryan worked on that one as well. All right, so then we're in what? We're in 2012 now. So this is before the next album. He has another EP. And this one is Left and Right, just like the last one, but this is volume two, live at Newberry Comics and live at the Music Millennium. We get 5 songs here. So all the songs from the new album, Modern Love. Um, but they're live, so I just love this kind of stuff. The fact that he has this stuff out there. I'm not sure if this stuff was things he gave away on tour or sold on tour or not, but these were not available, I don't think, regularly through store or anything. So again, thank you, Discogs, for letting me find that kind of stuff. Then we're out to July 16th, 2013. We get his next studio album, Last of the Great Pretenders. Mine is an exclusive Target edition that has 4 live and acoustic tracks at the end of it. Um, it's just mine is it's still in the wrapper, so I'm not going to take it out, but I do have it on vinyl, and that I love that cover. Kind of a nice cover. We have a bootleg here, a bootleg gatefold. Not sure what I was talking about. And then on the vinyl itself, it's got an insert, great shot of Matt, lyrics on this side. But this one is this really pretty green. So just a great, great, great vinyl. Um, and fantastic album as well. This one has some songs that they just kind of blew me away when I heard them. I'm trying to find my little notes on it, so forgive me. Um, this has a song called Kink's Shirt. It's about a girl who wears the band Kink's shirt. Video on that is really awesome if you haven't checked that out. Mission Bells, Earthquake Weather. And this one, he just delivered an album most artists would kill for that came after probably his best album. So it's just an incredible follow up. He didn't miss a beat on this one. I mean, there are a couple songs that I was really keen on. And it's just a stellar album. It's got my all-time favorite Matt Nathanson song, which is King Shirt. But Last Day of Summer in San Francisco is another one of my all-time favorites. Mission Bells, Annie's Always Waiting for the Next One to Leave. This is just a testament to how great of a songwriter he is. Um, it's fantastic. I mean, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that one. Yeah, I don't know what else to say on it. It's that good. So, all right, then we're gonna go a couple years to his next album, which is "Show Me Your Fangs." Um, It's the artwork. I forget who does this artwork, but I know there's another album out there by a band that uses something very similar, probably from the same series of arts. Um, this is the Digipack. The CD has the ghosts on there as well. Um, and then this one is also on vinyl. Here is the vinyl. Um, Another great shot of Matt. They really do a good job. And this one is translucent. It's just a clear, like a ghost. You can see right through it. So I like the concept of that with the album cover and doing that. Um, this, man, it's just another example of how great he can be, you know? I don't know. It's just, it's incredible. I mean, this has the very last song on here. You know, I keep saying it's got my favorite song, my all-time favorite song. Yeah, this one really is. It's called Headphones, and it also features the artist Lolo on it. Um, but it's just talking about how invincible you can feel with your headphones on, listening to music and the power of music. Um, it's so true because music can just make you help you overcome anything and everything. It's also got one of the coolest songs he's ever written called Bill Murray, about a time I think he had a dream that he and Bill Murray were best friends and they were hanging out. I mean, it's just incredible. The song Adrenaline Giants, which opens the album. I mean, how awesome is that? Um, Show Me Your Fangs is great. Playlist and Apologies. Gold in the Summertime. Talk about a song that really feels like summer. Gold in the Summertime is that song. Just incredible, incredible album. One of my top five albums of his. Easily, easily. Uh, then it was a few years before we got anything else. Um, then we have Matt Nathanson sings his sad heart. This album, oh, again, I don't know if I can say enough good things about it. It's also on vinyl. So here we have the vinyl as well. Um, and then the insert. Oops, it's printed weird. That. And then the vinyl itself is going to match the cover with the reddish color. It's not exactly matching. It's not like a pink color, but it's red. Um, and then this album, wow. Um, this would be my number two. Modern Love's my number one. This is my number two. I don't think you can find a more perfect pop album. Uh, has the ability to it's a collection of truly, truly sad songs with this joyful, joyful music. It's just such a great dichotomy between the two. It's only 10 songs and only 32 minutes. So the songs are short. You're in, you're out. It's just pure brilliance. There's nothing on here I would skip. Saying all of them are my favorite would just be wrong. But I'd go with Mine, Way, Way Back, Different Beds, Used to Be, Long Distance Runner. Those are my top choices for the my favorites on there. But truly, there isn't a bad song on this album. Play it from beginning to end. You're going to sing along really quick. It's real catchy, real melodic. Um, it's just unbelievable. So Matt Nathanson sings his sad heart and he just lays it all out there. It's awesome. Um, all right, so that's 2018. Um, the next thing we have is in 2020. Um, there is a there's a live album that came out. It is Matt Nathanson live at Paradise in Boston. Uh, it is really a great show. Um, what's really awesome about this, it's only three sides, so we'll pull it out so we can see them. Um, but if you bought this version and you got the vinyl version and the deluxe, you also got like 20 extra digital songs that go with it. So here's the regular album. It's on black vinyl. Uh, we're going to check that other side as well, this because there should be an etching. But we got some great pictures. Oops, there's the wheel of songs that he has that he spins. So here's side C, but here's the picture disc. All right, so what this is the wheel of songs. So during every concert, he spins this several times during the show, and whatever it lands on, that's what they sing. It can be a cover song, it can be a Matt Nathanson song that's really rare and he doesn't play very often. There's just so many different things, and it's so never one show is not like the other show, which I think is incredible and a cool way of doing it. What's really great about it, he leaves the crowd interaction in here like he did on At the Point, and it just turns this into a wonderful, entertaining, incredible show that is so worth checking out. I would definitely look for that one if you've never seen it before. Just Live in Paradise, Boston. Now, if you follow Matt Nathanson, you know he's a metalhead. And one of his favorite bands is Def Leppard. And during 2000, on June 8th, 2018, he released a 10-inch EP called Pyromatia. So what it is 6 songs from Def Leppard that he has covered, and he interpreted them his own way. I love that with the Union Jack flag on there to show the Def Leppard love. I mean, that's just brilliant thinking right there. You get Pour Some Sugar on Me, Bringing on the Heartbreak, Coming Under Fire, Hysteria, Promises, and probably the best cover of Stage Fright I've ever heard. He takes it and turns it into this slow, just dark song that uh, it's awesome. Just the amount of time and effort he put into this to do the arrangements that he did for all of these songs. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Joe Elliott heard it and actually either sent out a message to him or whatever and got in touch and said how impressed he was with the album and stuff. Um, so I guess the Live in Paradise came out after all this, so I messed up a little bit. But anyway, we're still close enough. Then there was another EP he released in July 26, 2019 called Postcards from Chicago. It's another EP of cover songs, but this was just several. Chance the Rapper's song "Some Drugs," Liz Phair's "Perfect World," Fall Out Boy's "Hum Hallelujah," Cheap Chick's "Surrender," which features Richard Marx, who he's good buddies with Richard Marx. Oh, speaking of Richard Marx, he covers his song "Hold On to the Nights," and then he does Uncle Tupelo's "Whiskey Bottle." So just another fun set of songs from him, and it is on this orange 10-inch vinyl. Um, it's just, I'm so happy he does little things like this for the fans and for himself to keep himself entertained and keep stuff out there until he does another album. And so now there was also another album he did, Farewell December, which is a Christmas album, and it's actually very, very good. And I hate Christmas albums, but it's only digital. So hopefully, I'm hoping this next Christmas, maybe we'll finally get a vinyl version of that. That would be awesome. All right, we got 2 cover EPs. So why not do a full album of covers as well? Oh, not just a full album of covers. Let's just cover an entire album. He's also a massive U2 fan. So he did Achtung Matty. It was released on November 18th, 2021. And it is song for song. It is Achtung Baby's U2 album. Uh, so why not, I mean, it is on a clear, translucent as well. Um, it's fantastic. It really is. I really like the fact that he did this. I love Octung Baby. Who's Gonna Ride Your Wild Horses? I think that's one of my favorite U2 songs. Zoo Station, even better than The Real Thing. One, Mysterious Ways, Acrobat, just a whole bunch of great songs on here. he covers it Matt how the way Matt Nathanson covers it, and you can tell he really loves you two, and they're a big influence on him. And he just, yeah, it's just cool that he does that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, that came out, like I said, 2021. Then what we have, I haven't even opened this one. In July 29th, 2022, we have the album Boston Accent. So this album is pretty much about Boston. And if you know, the I guess I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's about Boston and everything he loves about Boston and the Boston accent and all that. There's some great songs on here. German Cars, Pictures, Boston Accent, of course, Futures Here. And I think I've only listened to this one digitally because here's the vinyl, and the vinyl is not even open yet. But I'm gonna open it because I want to see if it's a colored vinyl or something, which would be great. And since I didn't get to show you the CD, we'll open this and see here. We got Matt on guitar, do that. And then look at this. It's pink. That's very, very pretty. So maybe I shouldn't have opened that one. Who knows? Um, but still, a great album. Um, one of his more recent ones. All right. Then what we have here is an EP that came out along, shortly after Boston Accent, and it's called the Lexington EP. So as you can see, similar style cover. Um, but I guess I don't know if it's leftover songs or how it really is. There's a live song. There's a demo on here for Futures Here. There's the song Japanese, which is one of the singles that I'm missing, the 7-inch singles. The only living boy in New York, and Coming Up Close with Sarah Watkins. So yeah, it's got a nice little insert and the lyrics to Japanese on here. And then we've got on here, it's just like burnt orange or burnt red or something on there. It's really a pretty vinyl. And it's a great companion to Boston Accent. So it was really cool that they did that. They followed up with that. So nice little piece. Then the last album just came out. And I have to say, I think it's really incredible. I bought a deluxe package with it. So it gives you this 12 by 12 flat with signed by Matt. It gives you the shirt, which I haven't opened yet, which I need to open it and wash it and so I can wear it. The vinyl is pretty white. King of the Unsimple is the name of the album. It came out February 2nd. I don't know. It just came out. That's all I know. Great album cover. That's a great shot of Matt. It is pretty simple on the back. I love the gatefold. And then the insert is really pretty as well, which I don't keep the album in there, but kind of like the Octung Baby with the boxes of all the pictures of Matt. This, Boston Accent was a good album, but this to me takes me back to Sings a Sad Heart. Lots of catchy little pop songs. Map at the Mall, Pablo Picasso. There's a weird title song called Whitney Houston's National Anthem that he sings with the Indigo Girls. Impossible People, Something You Wanted, Impossible Things. Just a great pop album. Again, it's the songwriting is incredible. I don't know what else to say on that. Definitely worth checking out. So now that is all the albums. But thanks to Discogs, I found all these promo CDs that they sent out to radio stations and things like that. And so they're all real simple. The first one is Matt Nathanson, the song Laid. So it's a cover of the James song, and he did it for the American Pie soundtrack. So I had to have that. So there's the American Pie, the wedding. But there's two versions. Well, not two versions of the song, but there's two versions of the promotional. Then there's this promotional one that comes with that, and it's just in a plastic sleeve. Album in stores July 15th, movie in August 1st, and then this is the song, and they can start adding it on the radio stations on June 17th. So those are two cool things to get. And normally I wouldn't buy the same song twice, but you know, two different covers, two different packagings. Why not? I did that. Um, then we have the promotional song for Mission Bells. Um, it's in a little package. I can open it. It's perfectly fine. I've never, yeah, just nothing inside but the CD. Um, really awesome. And this one's Mission Bells. That's 2013. So these aren't necessarily the right order. Then we got Matt Nathanson's I Saw. Uh, so I love getting all these promotional things. So really, all of these things, there's just one song on them. So I mean, most people are kind of stupid to buy these, or think it's stupid to buy something like this for one song that I already own on the album. But I like the artwork, the fact that it's promotional. This is for the song Suspended. Uh, nice green CD there to go with the cover. Then we get one that's really worth getting, and that's the one for Car Crash. Now, this one is a little more special. It's got the album version on there, but it also has an acoustic version um, of Car Crash as well. So, really, really good to have that at the same time. So, it gives me an extra version. So, this one's definitely worth getting if you want the acoustic version of Car Crash. Then another one we get is As Heard on Good Morning America, on One True Heel, on Private Practice, on Women's Murder Club, on Men in Trees, on NCIS, on Newport Harbor, is a promo for All We Are. So he licensed that song out to a lot of different people, which is really cool. Uh, you got to make money where you can make money, right? So simple little album there. Then we got one of my favorite songs from Modern Love is Room at the End of the World. So, and then simple CD, nothing else. That's the only song on here. All right. Then his really big single, Come On Get Higher. Here's the promotional one for that one. This has two versions of the song, the album version, and then an acoustic version as well. So this makes it worth getting this one too for that acoustic version. All right. Then for another Modern Love promotional is for Faster. This, it says here, first single from the highly successful in the U.S. Modern Love album. Singer-songwriter guitarist Matt Nathanson has been opening for Kelly Clarkson in America and recently supported Train in the UK. He'll be back to play his own shows in the summer. You might know him from his cover of James Lade, An American Wedding. The release is August 6th. So, and the funny thing is, I saw him on the Kelly Clarkson tour, thanks to Ryan, and got to meet him at the end of the show. Got my picture, and my daughter got a picture with him. And it was really cool because when she came up to him and he got down on one knee, he's a tall guy, by the way. He got down on one knee to her level and spoke to her and made her feel like she was the most important person in the room. So I don't know if she'll ever forget that. It was really cool. Then we have the song featuring Jennifer Nettles from Sugarland. It's Run. This is also from Modern Love. He had a lot of singles. The album did really, really well. Uh, so, all right. Then what do we have here? All right. We have the song Kink Shirt that I talked about. This is promotional for that. So there's the sticker. This might be a UK. Yeah, this is a UK single that they had over there, which I think some of these are only in the UK. And then, of course, the last one I found was Matt Nathanson's Headphones featuring Lolo. And that's a classic shot of him just laying there on the floor with the headphones. We've all done it. And then there's the CD. So, got like, I don't know, what do we have? A bunch of singles, all the albums, all the vinyl. I'm just missing those 7-inch singles. So, if anybody has them and wants to sell them, leave a comment, IM me, do something, and we'll talk. So, but that's everything. So thanks for joining me and hanging around for this is one I love, Matt Nathanson. I just like to spread the word on him and get him out there. So hit like, click subscribe, leave a comment. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And thank you again for watching. And we'll see you next time on The Collection.